Hello guys, this is Kazrahim bringing you another ETS video. We're just basically, I just selected the job. We're gonna pick up delivery of flour to Lublin, a city in Poland, Lublin. So let's just get on to it. It's gonna be a delivery for UPS standards. So I think this video will have 2 or 3 parts. At least that's what I'm thinking it's gonna have. So, let's go. Let's go find our little trailer. Well, not little, its weight's actually 20 tons, so it's quite a heavy trailer. And there's gonna be a few things new in this episode. Basically you guys won't see it because it's behind the scenes, but I'm actually making myself a driver's logbook. Meaning I I type down everything according to what I'm doing. So I have a Google spreadsheet, which I will link in the description of this video, and the next, and so on and so forth, so you have always access to my spreadsheet and know what I'm doing, and what I did. That has the basic categories for basically how many trips did I did in a given day per se, so as far as I'm playing, what type of cargo, what's the odometer notification, so what was the state of the counter before the start of the job and after the job, and time departed. So like we are gonna attach a trailer now, is gonna be my time departed. Rest stop, so when I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna type down what hour it is in game. And the final, not the final, then we have time arrived, so meaning the time at which I arrive at the destination that I'm supposed to deliver the cargo to. Remarks, meaning like that I crashed, I had to be towed, or something like that. Or that I damaged the trailer. Oh, a nice trailer. Carlsberg. Actually, I need a little bit more power. So, we're going to have flour from Berlin to Lublin. It's deep in Poland. Most of the time we will be driving on the A4 highway, but actually no, we won't be driving at all on the A4 highway. We're gonna be on the A1, I think it's called. I don't know actually what is the designation of that highway. Well, it's not a highway, to be frank and honest, so we're gonna be driving there. It's not a very long trip, so I think I'll be able to do this in one go. Well, basically I'll cut this up into pieces of video footage so you guys can watch this comfortably for like 2 or 3 weeks, because I'm trying to have a decent amount of content coming out each and every single day, so let's hook up. Okay, and now parking brake, and first thing we type down is flour. Flour is the first trip of the day. We are starting with 4,550 on the speedometer. Time departed, it's 11. Actually, let's check in the map. The map will tell me the truth. Not the map, this little map. Friday 11. Friday 11:07. Rest stops no remarks, additional costs, and if everything else is for a later date. So, let's start the journey! Let's put the parking brake off and let's start. So yeah, I'm starting to do this thing. Like, it may be weird for most of you, like thinking like, Kaz, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you making this? Honestly, if you really want that kind of a feel for simulation that I want, then I really want to do this. And moreover, it gives me a comfy feeling of actually doing something that I'm gonna be doing in my real life at some point. Let me just check the road, cause I know that this guy likes to, yeah, exactly, does do it like this. So he goes on a highway and then translates into normal ways instead of going highway all the time. Like, we can easily skip past this and go with the A2 to Warsaw and then come down over here or over here into Lublin, and that's how we're gonna drive, so we won't be making a turn towards Wrocław at the A2. But now it's okay, so let's go. And why I'm doing that, because a lot of I found that a lot of times the AI actually doesn't properly consider, you know, the fact that you're driving a truck. You should have better... You would want to stay on highways as often as possible in real life trucks, so I'm gonna do exactly that. Because I feel that gives me way more of a pleasure to play, because honestly, even I did a trip now and I actually made it 2 hours faster than I would make it normally, because when you're going those small roads, you're not gonna have maximum speed all the time, right? No, not this. The indicator really doesn't want to turn off quite often. I find that it really doesn't want to get turned off. It just keeps on clicking. We're not gonna increase gear because we're in front of a hill. This truck has a quite powerful engine, a 580 horsepower engine. It's the top engine for the Scanias. And this is a Scania Steamline top line R580. Okay, so we're gonna... I had half gears. So 9. It's no sense in gaining speed over here because we're gonna be driving down from the highway in a second. So, like I pointed out, I'm making a driver's logbook. You guys will have the option to comment on it and view it, so you always know what I'm doing in ETS. It's something that I thought up. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. We'll see eventually, right? What your guys' impression will be of the idea. It's something that I talked with Lucas actually yesterday, that maybe not this precisely, but something like a vlog or a blog that I can, you know, throw new things on concerning my trucking in the virtual world. And I got this idea some time ago, but just now I'm able to do it. Also thinking about getting telemetry, which is basically a device, well, a program that would tell me everything I need to know. It would pull statistics from my ETS and show me like that I'm driving like this or that, and that is my total amount of kilometers and stuff like that. That's what telemetry does. Posen. Actually interested how... Whoa! What happened here? Let's put the brake and check out on the external view. And there we go. This is 1.9 by the way. And because they're doing this, I'm gonna do something like this. I don't know what happened here, and I don't want to know. So, like I said, it's something that I wanted to start from some time already, but I just didn't feel like doing it, because I'm a lazy guy. But finally I got myself around doing it, and now we're on a highway. So let's pick up speed. So finally I started thinking about how to make it, how to make the spreadsheet and stuff like that. I actually googled logbooks. There is also a nice thing that you could check the amount of time your driver is driving, but and there is a lot of concept behind, because actually I'm gonna be doing something like I'm gonna drive only in the week. I'm not gonna drive on the weekends, even though it's Friday right now, so I'm technically already breaking that rule. But I will try to, from my next trips, I'm gonna try to avoid driving on the weekends. I will try to work like 5 or 6 days a week and stuff like that. You know, to give it a little bit of depth, a little bit. Just a tiny little bit that can increase the feel for the game even more. And also this makes a good video for, well, basically making this video will make 2 or 3 parts, which I will be able to post up on YouTube and you guys can view. So that's gonna be awesome, because I don't have to think about what to do, what to make next. Just a plain commentary over something like this is quite easy to do. It doesn't get a lot of views honestly, but I'm not that promoted. Yeah, I know, I'm cutting off the guys on the left lane. I think we have a decent amount of fuel with us. Yeah, we're loaded. So let's continue on just on the road. And honestly, I'm also trying to get my fuel usage down. You can see the thing that you see in the on my dashboard. 44.4 liters for 100 kilometers. It's basically because we were in the city, but my record was yesterday's trip on highways that I got around 33, I think, which is not a bad score for me. I love how they completely stopped. And this is the border from Poland to Germany? Didn't know. I was on the other crossing. I passed into Germany but on another crossing, so I never went here. I don't even know where we are. They should make at least those cities, like the crossings, they should name them, so you know that you are getting in to Poland via a given crossing. And as for 1.9, ah shit, we have that one. This one closed. Okay. Sorry for a little bit of bad management of my engine. Getting used to this is quite hard. Start. Okay, so only it's the start. We're gonna pay a few times in Poland. Some ridiculous money, honestly, if you think about it. On the A2 highway. I never driven on the A2, I think. Or I did, but I don't remember, you know. I have those situations. I actually have family in Warsaw, so... Warsaw. Or rather, under Warsaw. So I actually travel there from time to time. They're really pissing me off with slowing down. 90 miles an hour, that's the perfect amount of speed that I need. And just traveling with the maximum speed set. Honestly, I'm not sure if we actually want to make it all the way in one go without the rest stop. It's 11 hours, and honestly I think in real life you would be almost able to do this from Berlin to Lublin. I'm not 100% certain because it's quite a far away, and with the restrictions the European trucker has, it's only 9 hours working, so about 800 kilometers. If everything went okay-ish, then 800 kilometers would be the usual amount of distance that you can travel. Here we have more of an American style. We have 11 hours, 12 hours almost, between rest stops, which are forced, so... I think only Sweden has different rules. I'm certain that Sweden has different rules concerning the length and the weight of a truck with its trailer. They can have the long trucks and trailers like in the US. And main difference, like for you guys who don't know, main difference between Europe and US is in terms like why they drive those awesome trucks with the front. First thing, it gives you more space in the cabin. You have a wider sleeper in the same kind of truck, let's say, if you have the engine in the front, because you're not sleeping on the engine is in the front, so it's a little bit lower. And, well, lower in terms of ground, but higher in terms of your roof. But I was going, why there's the difference? The difference is there because in the USA and Canada, only the length of the trailer counts. So the truck is not a part per se of a trailer, of a whole set. And first toll booth. And we are driving behind some oversized load. That looks like a big pressure tank or something like that. Let's slowly go. I'm amazed he fit. Yeah, that barely fits. He actually went through that. Gonna have to remember that if I get that kind of trailer. Okay, so now this I'm gonna have to write down how much I pay for the tow fee. Ouch. 54 bucks. Like I said, they have completely unrealistic amounts of money set as the tow fees. Because in Poland normally it's not even close to that. Honestly, I don't know how much trucks pay, but like for going on the whole highway the A4 highway. With a normal car you only pay around 16, yeah 16, almost 17 zlotys, so that's what, 3 euros. And I just paid a hell of a lot more. Let's just check before we turn. Come on map. So yeah, we are continuing on the A2, and there's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 tool booths in that time. And that's horrific, you know. If you think about it, my friend lives in Łódź. I have a few friends in Wrocław. Katowice is very near me. I'm living somewhere around here. And Krakow. My sister studied in Krakow for a very long time. So let's go forward. We're not gonna turn on this corner, we're gonna continue on forward. That means we have to change lane. Oh, we didn't have to. And 11 gear. And let's keep on trucking. I wanted to go towards this way because I never was in ETS in this part of Poland, so it's something honestly that I wanted to check out how it's modeled. So let's just keep on driving. So like I said, in Europe the whole set of a truck and trailer counts as one, and it has a fixed length, so those trucks are short because the shorter the truck, the longer the trailer, the more load can you carry, the more things you can carry on your trailer, right? It's obvious, like, if you think about it. And that's the main reason why we have short trucks. Plus, if you think about it in a broader sense, think of when America's roads were made. They're not that old. You know, America was founded. And Europe remembers the times, you know, the ancient times, and we have roads that are still like that. Like a good example I can give you, in Bamberg in Germany, my sister could not have, because they borrowed for the wedding a Cadillac DeVille, a wonderful car. Well, seriously, they borrowed a Cadillac DeVille, and basically they couldn't get it near the church because it was too wide for the roads of Bamberg, because Bamberg is a city, ancient almost city. Well, not ancient, it's, you know, the Middle Ages. And most of those roads towards the cathedral and stuff like that are, remember those times, so they are very, very narrow, because honestly the people were coming through that, and people on horses, maybe carriages, and not trucks or long ass whole American Cadillacs. So that's something people didn't think about. So yeah, it's something that people just didn't think about of how to make that. And this video is going to be coming to a close. The first part, it's going to be 25 minutes, and then we're going to have the second part that I'm just going to continue on driving. We're almost at half of the road, so I think we should be able to make it in 2 parts. If not, I'll think about making a very short 3rd part, and maybe a start of a 4th. That will already take another job. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like, and well, comment on the video what you think about the whole driver's logbook thing that I want to do. So, thank you all for watching, and let's see you guys next time on the battlefield or on the fields of Europe.